The brownfields exploration is more targeted at bringing our other resources that were not included in the feasibility study last year, being Salt Creek, Kangaroo Caves and a little bit Indy projects, up to feasibility status. So most of our brownfields exploration will be around those deposits and looking to increase those and bring them up to feasibility status. The greenfield side of what we do is obviously having volcanogenic massive sulphide projects. These deposits always occur in clusters around volcanic centres. We've got 2 or 3 deposits at each of our known centres at Wim Creek, Liberty Indy and also Sulphur Springs, but we think the potential to find new ones to add to that is real. These projects typically have 5 to 8 ore bodies in a cluster. We've typically only got 1 to 2 at the moment, so we think there's plenty of scope to expand that. Yeah, as we said at the beginning of the year, we're embarking on an enhancement program for the feasibility study. There's a number of things continuing on in the background, a body of work around getting the project permitted so that we have all our operating and mining permits in place when the market changes, hopefully later this year. So there's ongoing that, plus ongoing work on optimising the project and the cost base of it. There's still a fair bit of work to do around. It's a very changing climate at the Pilbara at the moment, so we're looking to take advantage of that and see if we can bring the project's cost base, both capital and operating, down a bit further to the benefit of our shareholders. Brazil has always been an interesting one. It's very much paid second fiddle to our main assets in the Pilbara. We've been nurturing 3 or 4 greenfields projects over there for gold for the last 2 or 3 years, and we've got to the point where we have a number of very exciting drilling targets. But obviously we need to look at our focus of where the company goes and spends its money. So we've decided to go out looking for partners to help us fund that activity in Brazil. It's just a bit much of us to spread ourselves from the Pilbara and Brazil. So we're looking for strategic parties or other interested groups to get involved in those projects to let us accelerate those programs forward and hopefully be successful as we expect we will be. It's very much been a response to the market as we see it today. It's raising capital for junior companies like ourselves is very difficult. Plus with the focus shifting back more to an exploration style focus for this year, we've taken the opportunity to streamline the company down a bit in terms of our personnel. We've also adjusted a number of the people on the board to reposition it very much to shareholders and our sort of focus for the next 12 or 18 months, which is very much, as I said, enhancing the project as we know it and bringing forward a number of things we think which will add value to the project and allow us to bring this to fruition at some point next year. Very much consistent with what we've said. The bulk of the money will go into the ongoing brownfields and greenfields exploration in the Pilbara. There is some funding set aside for Brazil in the short term while we work out the alternatives for it. A little bit of work on the ground over there, and obviously having a mine site on care and maintenance at Wim Creek, there's certain things we need to keep going up there. So from a working capital point of view, but the bulk of the money, about $4 million of that, will go straight into the ground for exploration. At this point, obviously, we've just finished our first round of exploration at Kangaroo Caves. The results of those are imminent to come out, and it's been quite a successful program. So we look forward to bringing some more of those results to market in the coming weeks, and it's really the first phase of this exploration rollout. And Kangaroo Caves being only 6 kilometres from Sulphur Springs, we think it's the best opportunity we have to add the value to the project in that part of the world, and we look forward to carrying on the drilling later on this year.